Ashes to ashes.
Hello, and welcome to Till Death Do Us Part, the podcast, where we explore everything related to death, funerals, and stories that connect us all. What up, though?
So we don't
What
like
up,
to go
though?
on Facebook Live and wait for people to log in.
We did what?
No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing.
What's
here.
that?
We don't
say?
wait for people to log in like they do on Facebook Live. They be like,
Come on in the room.
Come on in, come on in, come on in.
the
Come on in. All
Yeah,
right,
we-
come on in, come on in. We're
We
live.
got unlimited time. We on a schedule.
Yeah, we
But we've been blessed for when people see that we going live, they just come on in. We ain't got to do all that.
yeah, they
man,
coming. They coming.
7:59. Bye.
Gotta go.
I know we
Gotta
got
be on
already
time.
801.
Hey,
We
Mike
got
don't
those
be want to
already.
let us get. Mike don't be want to let us go over nothing.
Look, man, I tell you, man, if you're on time, you know,
Late.
you don't be late.
I mean,
Man.
he cut that live. He cut that live so quick last week.
Hey, bro, listen, if you're
was
early,
still
you're on
talking.
time. If you're on time, you're late. Don't be late. Just don't. You can't be late, bro.
Hey, I was still talking.
I mean,
I know, man.
mid-statement.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Somebody messaged me. They was like, "Mike, cut you smooth." I was like, I know.
Yeah, my fault, man. My fault. I didn't realize you all still in the middle of the sentence. But look, we got a great show for you today. We're really excited about what's going on today. So our topic for today is stories from the Retort, a lesson in cremation. So make sure you catch us on YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify. Like I said, we're really excited about today's segment. And we're going to talk about some hidden costs and some nice gems about cremation industry, humans and pets, from what I understand.
Yes,
So
sir.
it should be pretty good. Hey, I'm Mike Hamlar from Roanoke, Virginia. We'll go around real quick. So we got the mother up in the middle at the top. What's up, mother?
Hey, that's all I got is hey. Hey.
We got Charmaine Brown from Baltimore. All right, Warren, what's up? The baby in the house. The baby
Well,
not feeling good.
listen, let me tell you something. This is
Need a pacifier.
change. That's fine. I'll see my wife later. Anywho, don't try me. I got 2 kids and 1 wife. You got 7 kids and no wife.
And no wife.
Okay. Don't
And
do
I'm
too
living.
much.
And I'm living La Vida Loca.
You living out your van. Stop. Anywho, we made it out the chat. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
So disrespectful.
This is episode 5711,000, and we
I
are
just stopped counting, man. I just stopped
Right.
counting.
we're grateful for y'all to continue to rock with us. So welcome.
All right, Adrian, what you got? The man down from Dallas,
man.
Texas.
Listen, man, I am used and abused down here. Y'all see how my people do me? That's just how they do me. But nevertheless, man, listen, episode 23, Beyond the Retort. Hey, we talking about it because we know y'all need to hear about it. So y'all join in, please like, share every week, y'all, 7 p.m. CST Central Standard Time. We need y'all to lock in with your good family right here on Till Death Do Us Part podcast. Let's go.
Let's go. For those who don't know, that's 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, Tiff,
Yeah.
what you got?
What's up, Corey?
The princess.
Oh, she got the ponytail working tonight.
The princess. Yeah, because I'm lazy and I didn't feel like doing my hair. So it got pulled back. Happy Monday to those who are starting the work week. Hope everybody has had a productive day up to this point. And we're here tonight to give you some more information that you can use, that you need, and that you need to understand about cremation. So let's get it.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Charmaine, let me see your hand. Lord, she got her nails done, y'all.
You didn't see
Hold
what
on.
Corey said. You and I both got our nails done.
You see Corey? Hey, do you see Charmaine got her nails done?
Wow.
Hey, Keisha Brown, good evening. Thank you for joining us
It's gonna be
today.
a good show.
Yeah.
Charmaine got her
That-
nails done.
There go Corey. What up, Corey? Christopher Wilson, good evening to you.
Yeah.
Vanessa
Chris?
W in the house.
Hey, Vanessa.
Good evening. Hey, Adrian always on that. We are live, baby. Let's go.
Vanessa, that's my cougar.
Oh my Lord.
Miss Faye, good evening to you.
Ew.
I'm sure
Miss Jacqueline
she's laughing
Robinson,
right
good
now.
evening to you as well.
I'm
Miss Danita
good.
Dupree, good evening.
Hi, Auntie Nita.
There go Jeremy.
Stop messing up her name.
Jeremy.
It's Danita Dupee.
What did I say? Dupree.
Dupree.
Right,
She talk
Jeremy.
about
Right.
you every week.
Jeremy.
Every
Jeremy,
week.
she got her nails done, but ain't got her hair done, Jeremy.
No, I got my coaching hair, so I can put my hair to want to have curls.
Oh, Kojic.
Lord.
My coaching hair season started.
Oh, Coach. I thought you said Kojic. I was about to say, I was like, all right, whatever works.
Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, look, I
Not
told you
whatever
we gonna have some fun tonight, but we also
Charmaine ain't
give you some information.
Charmaine ain't getting accepted in that coaching church. She ain't getting accepted.
Oh my gosh. Hilarious.
Oh boy.
All right, so we're gonna get right into it so we can make sure we can answer any questions. Like I said, if you all had questions last week that you didn't get to put in there, please put them in the chat and send them to us. And then we're gonna have some questions on today about the retort. And like I said, we're gonna discuss human cremation and pet cremation today. So we got a couple videos and stories for you. But we definitely gotta hit Mother's Moments. We hit Mother's Moments today.
Chicken, chicken, pop, chicken head.
Work that neck.
Mother's-
Work that neck.
Chicken heads. Chicken.
That ain't it. That
That
is.
is it.
There it is. Mother's Moments.
All right. Please
All right,
govern
Charmaine, what you got?
yourselves accordingly. So, first video I have up. We have a pastor here in town
Oh Lord.
that took an offering
Oh Lord.
at a funeral.
Who got the money?
That's not even why I was. Play the video, please.
Wrote a
Lord
song
have
about
mercy.
it like the here it goes.
We're going to ask each and every one of you would give the Lord a gift. Amen. This is one of Brother Haley's highlights. It was doing offering. And since we marched, I thought it was fitting to give God a gift. Y'all pass the basket down. No, y'all ain't following instructions. Sister Janice, pass the basket all the way down the road. Let it go. It don't come back. Let it go. It don't come back on the other side. It's just like the board, the Bible said, cast your bread on the water, in a few days it'll come back. If you got a bad spirit heart, don't give. We give because we have a cheerful heart. And this is part of the ministry of giving. Brother Haley served in giving and passing the basket, and we're going to do it for the kingdom of God. If you do not have it, don't worry. God will provide. You can also give electronically or Giveify. Put in the St. John Christian Community Church.
All right, you can stop it.
Electronically. We
Let me
give
talk
unto
about
the Lord.
That's full.
We're going to ask each and every.
So, from my understanding,
Foolishness.
the family never received the funds or even a portion thereof. Secondly, the man whose service it was mentally disabled gentleman that been in the church all his life. The man loved offering because he liked for the ushers to come down and march, and he would get behind them and march himself. So, and he always caught the Holy Ghost, jumped all up and down, things like that. So for him to say this was the favorite time for monetary reasons, that was just out of control. So please, man, please, sir, if you see an offering happening in the church, it ain't the funeral home doing it. It's these
Not
pastors.
us.
I had a funeral in my chapel one time.
They not like us.
The ushers, not the ushers, the pastor did a offering so the bill can get paid. And I had to go in and say, I would like to thank the pastor for his opportunity to allow you all to help this family, to put it off of the funeral home. Because people might think that the funeral home walking around with baskets. No, we want y'all to sell them chicken dinners beforehand, because I'm not going to wait till the morning of the funeral to get your money.
So let me play devil's advocate on this. I saw the whole thing, and while maybe that wasn't the best timing to do it, it's like I didn't really see what was wrong. I mean, they take up church offerings every Sunday.
He didn't get a family no money.
But it's not about the it could have been going towards the church. It could have been for the church itself. So what? I just didn't.
No, you little devil's not happening this time.
So
I didn't see that. I didn't see
well,
that.
so this is the thing. So this is the thing. He spoke on the offering, and he pretty much painted the picture that the offering was because the decedent loved to give.
But he never said that he was giving it to the family. See,
That's
this
the
is
worst.
But this is the thing. People misconstrue. People make assumptions about what it is for. He never said that he was giving it to the family as a love offering.
Well,
Like,
you should have.
I think people
You shouldn't have been
felt
taking
better.
up. You shouldn't have been taking up no offering for the church on the decedent's behalf
Explain
either.
to me why every time you might have a 4 o'clock service, you done took Sunday or you took offering Sunday morning at 11. Now you taking it again at 4
The
o'clock.
church still have bills. But if he would have said that this was going towards the family or to assist the family in future days, that would have broke that all up. And maybe they would have assisted. But
I didn't see the problem.
I don't know about that, Tiff. I don't know, Tiff.
I didn't see the problem.
Well,
to me, it's just out of order. It's way out of order.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a churchgoer either, so.
And the Nita don't be riding on Warren coattail. He ain't got nobody together.
Mr. Nita said, "Get them straight, Warren."
Yeah, nigga, she riding coattails. Who she think she is?
She told me that every meeting in the VMA when I was president, when I was chairman of the board, she used to tell me every time, and I still messed it up. I'm so sorry. But look, this is the time where you need to go on your phone, on social media, share. We are live. So make sure you tell your friends, tell your family.
I got mine.
Say, hey, we are live.
So I have one more that's very appropriate for this
You
tonight.
do.
I do. So here again in Baltimore, some silly rabbit.
I ain't coming to Baltimore no damn more. There's too much going on.
Some silly rabbit decided that he was advertising that he had his own pet crematory or pet cremation services. So this dude was charged with 56 charges.
God, jeez.
Can you play that video, please?
Prosecutor Adam Lippy says he believes the wards have been operating this fraudulent business for more than a year. He also says there are likely many more victims out there.
Unfortunately, I don't have answers to a lot of the questions as to where the pets are, but I have an answer to who's responsible for it.
Assistant State's Attorney Adam Lippy says it's this man, Rodney Ward, and his wife Yolanda, both facing 56 charges, including felony theft and malicious destruction of property for allegedly running a fake pet crematory.
People who have been customers of his should be very curious as to what's in the box. If they're interested and they're willing to submit that, we will try to get further analysis done.
The investigation started after several pets' bodies, supposedly cremated by Ward's company, were found on the side of the road. A search of the Ward's home revealed a hearse with 38 animal carcasses inside. In all, more than 50 victims came forward to have their pet cremains tested.
None of those boxes.
God damn.
Now that's crazy.
So instead of him cremating the animals, he just piled them all up in the car
and also dumped them on the side of the road. So that's how they initially found out that this was bogus, because new pets have those trackers.
Chips.
So somebody's chip was going off. The dog's chip was going off, and that's how all this initiated, by the animal being on the side of the road. But in the meantime, when I posted the other day, unlicensed individual advertising services, this dude has been a licensed funeral director in Baltimore for a long time. He's not even licensed, so I say that very loosely. He's been his own licensed funeral director for a long time and faking it. So the statutes in the state of Maryland, there's no way that you can have you can't penalize anybody that's not licensed.
Of course.
And
that's same in Virginia. That's in most states.
That's everywhere, I think.
Yeah, but since he never went and got his license for them to take them and suspend him, they couldn't do nothing with him. It's 3 of them that's running around town doing this BS. So now there was another advertisement that I'll share with you guys later of someone that does accessories for funerals, and now they are saying funeral services call for pricing. But don't have a list of a funeral home. They don't have a phone number for a funeral home and or a licensed director. This is really starting to piss me off. So this whole thing here, I'm to the point, I'm glad they got him, because he's been faking humans for the longest time, let alone now these pets. And it's unfortunate that he got caught with pets, but he didn't get caught with humans.
That's crazy work.
So
that's wild.
When you
See,
get to
I see.
Good evening, Miss Courtney.
So this is my thing. This is my thing, because and I'm grateful that
Hey, Tiffany Cox.
to God be the glory that my due diligence and
Hey, Miss Gwen.
and my persistence is going to get me where I'm almost at. But my thing is that to a lot of these people who do, because there are a lot everywhere, right? Who do come on the scene, and they funeral attendants, and they work in services, and of course there's some who own, right? They own funeral homes and stuff already. My thing is just those who don't want to go to school and don't want to try to get the license is my problem. Like, it's one thing for somebody who's going through the process and they're trying to do the work, they're trying to get their license and trying to get it, and you just ain't got it yet, right? Versus those who ain't even made an effort. Because that's the thing. A lot of people just jump out the box and they judge folks, and they get their own perception of people. Like, a lot of people didn't know I had already went to school and graduated.
And guess what?
But
they didn't know
was
that we took
judging
out
already.
5 times. So I mean, I'd be damned if somebody just gonna walk the street and put their name on something, and we had to bust our ass to pass these stuff.
Yeah, no, for sure. And paid a lot of goddamn money to do it. You know what I mean? But but my thing is, like I say, it's
pay money to keep it.
but my thing is just like it's these people who don't want. I ain't gonna even say don't want. They just ain't tried to step foot in nobody's classroom or even just sit at the computer and do it online.
At this point, it's just as bad in the profession as it out the profession. I'd rather somebody go out here and perpetrate a funeral director and bring a good reputation to the field than somebody within the field charging $1,000 for a full service. So I mean, we tearing ourselves up on the inside and the outside.
Well, yeah,
that sounds like a segment in itself.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah. What's up, Brother Wood? Brother Wood said, good evening. All great show. I see you repping our beloved fraternity, Mike. Root to the good bros.
Man, we done told y'all about all that extra.
There go Mama Jackie.
Well, you know what? We didn't make it known that our deacon. Well, everybody can see that our deacon is missing tonight.
What's up, Mr. Barry D?
He's on church business, being a deacon.
Yeah, he's at the National Baptist Convention.
Yeah,
he had to drive the church. He had to drive the church van.
Y'all.
What's up, Val? De Jesus?
Yeah. It ain't Kim. Y'all will see us. We'll find some pictures of him directing the choir or something, and we'll post it on the page. Y'all will see us.
Yeah, we might just have something from before. We might just have it.
Yeah. The spirit fingers.
Oh my God.
The spirit fingers. But nevertheless, just closing that out though. Y'all, please just do your due diligence. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to not have a license and you're trying to get it versus just not trying to do it at all. But you out here just willing and dealing in the industry and just.
And with pets, renegade. It's a little harder. It's a little harder with pets to find the credentials, because there's the restrictions aren't what they are for funeral homes. With pets, it's a little tougher to say. With funeral directors, you can say, hey, can I see your license? Like, you have every right to ask us to see our license when we sit to make arrangements with you. But with pets, it's a little more lenient, and you've got a lot of liberty. So it's kind of hard to lock it in and be able to determine whether they're really real or not.
Yeah, and we're going to get into some pet stuff here in a few. Ms. Gwen said, respect is with all of you, but I would not want someone to mess up the establishment by an online class without practice, which makes one perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, for sure. We understand that. But the thing is, just a lot of people don't have, the means to be in class sessions. You know what I mean? Some people got to still work and things of that nature. So they got to do it online, unfortunately. But yeah.
Hey, if you want it, you're going to do what it takes to get it done. That's anything in life. You're going to do the sacrifices to get there.
Yeah, some people can't afford to sacrifice either, though, bro. Like, come on now. Everybody,
you find a way. Hey. Look, we'll find a way, people. We'll find a way. Because won't he do it?
That's
We are-
us.
And they have to see the value in wanting to do it
They
and
have to
find
see.
a way.
You have to see
Yeah.
the value because
Many don't see the value. They're like, well, I've been doing this. I could do this. I don't need to have to. So
especially with education. With
Mhm.
education, there's so much free money and free resources out here. Like if you really want it, you can get it.
Yeah. Just like the Virginia Morticians Association. We have a scholarship fund. Ask me the last time somebody applied for one of the scholarships.
Do y'all got a reimbursement fund?
That's a whole conversation in itself, Mike.
you know that part. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. So tonight's topic: stories from the Retort, a lesson in cremation. Monday, September the 8th, 7
I don't get no
8
Baby's
p.m.
Day out.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do Baby's Day out. We even got your got your new music. We got your new music and everything.
The baby.
Nah, that's the other one.
We need to change his dress.
We need to do what? No, that's it.
We need to change his dress.
Isn't that you?
Yeah.
Looking like Rufus.
All right.
What?
These are your church announcements. Govern yourself accordingly.
That was a good one, Mike.
Yeah, he got jokes. There's something about him. There's something about that shirt. He got that shirt on. He's feeling himself. So our wonderful ICE officers raided the Hyundai facility in Georgia.
Damn, my truck
this
won't
week.
get fixed.
Listen, they got 300 workers out of the facility. So Hyundai is in a rush, in a scramble to get workers down there to finish the quota for the vehicles. They swept it in the middle of the day, took 300 people, and they said, it just kind of like left everything at a standstill in the facility. So there's that. Cardi B won her case. She did not
praise God.
She did not have to pay $20 million to the
security
guard. Top flight security of the world, Craig. Who said that she got hit in the face. So that's $20 million that she doesn't have to shell out for that. The family of Angie Stone is filing lawsuit against the van company, against the truck that hit her. It is going to be quite
interesting.
It's going to be quite interesting. And I will say that in reading the report and how she passed away, I'm just praying for her family because that's that's interesting. It is reported that they told the van driver several times to slow down and he didn't. He lost control. He tried to overcorrect. He flipped the van. Passers, they were able to extract 5 of the 9 people out of the van. And as they were extracting her, that's when the truck hit the van. And she got pinned underneath the van, which resulted in her fatality. So we're praying for them, and that's one of those situations that it's like, get all the money. It won't bring her back, but pay me what you owe. Okay.
Are they calling Kelly? Are they calling Kelly and Witherspoon?
Witherspoon.
Those are 2 different entities now. You can't put them together no more.
Kelly, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna move right along, Warren. I see it. I got you. But look, guess what? Now we about to get to the topic.
I don't think he was
done. I wasn't done.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw that face. I know what's going on with those.
I can control my comment.
Okay.
I am good at controlling my comment.
I'm just making sure you're good, bro.
Our president, Agent Orange, is crazy again. As you have seen, he
got booed at the U.S. Open.
He has transitioned the Department of Defense. He has transitioned the Department of Defense to the Department of War.
Yeah, so they were scraping it off.
Yeah, I would like to know how much that transition cost the American people. And he did it without Congress approval. So I'm waiting to see how long that lasts. And my last 2 for the day, this is, of course, our 24th anniversary of September 11th this week. So we want to uplift those families that lost over 2,000 people on that dreadful day 24 years ago. But I will say that my highlight for this week is my 11th wedding anniversary. So shout out to my wife holding it down.
She put up with you for 11 years, bro.
She's put up with me for 11 years, and I'm guessing she won't send me back.
Oh, y'all over there? Y'all over there living like Ricky and Lucy?
No, not at all.
They
okay.
won't.
Do you remember Mike? Do you remember Malcolm in the Middle? It's more like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to my wife because on Monday night she holds it down. So I'm grateful. So
Yeah. Hey, Warren, you know what she said?
Friday. What she say?
She said cheaper to keep you. All right, so we're gonna move next to the next thing.
Mike
Hey,
on
bro,
one tonight. Mike is
You get
on.
some. You get some happy anniversaries out there. So Mr. Gwen's happy anniversary. Mr. Barry D's happy anniversary. Keisha Brown, congratulations, Warren. No, seriously, congratulations, bro. That's good stuff.
No, seriously, yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question on the Angie Stone thing, because I thought the driver of her van was a hired, like that was her personal driver. So this was a hired car.
This was a hired company. This
Okay.
is a hired company to. I'm guessing her management team hired the company to drive her back and forth
Gotcha.
because she had to be in Baltimore, overnight. So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, that is.
Byron said happy anniversary. It's a
Thank
lot.
you,
It'll unfold.
Byron.
Yeah, you got quite a few anniversary messages in there.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of them, man. All right, let's get right into it. So, Warren, are you done? I just want to make sure.
I am finished.
You finished. Baby's day out is complete. All right, so look, like I said, we got a good show. We just been warming up for this one. No pun intended. But we're gonna talk about the retort tonight. So we're talking about cremations. Cremations. All right, so team, y'all ready? So all cremations are not created equal. So when you call in a funeral home, you got to make sure you know what you're getting, know what you're paying for, know what's going on. All right, so team, what's included in a cremation?
What's in that cup?
Which one?
What would you like to know?
I would.
Y'all need to focus. What you talking about her cup?
You lucky it's not a red cup. At least I made it clear.
Tiff over there drinking that Hennessy.
She drinking something. All right, so what's included in the cremation so our folks will know?
So it depends on what kind of cremation
Anybody.
you're trying to have. Like what is it that they want? A direct cremation? I mean, a direct cremation is really basic. There's nothing. You pick up, you cremate, you give the ashes back.
Then you also got your witness cremations to where you or whoever your specified family member, y'all want to come and y'all get a chance to see your loved one last time, and then you get the blessings of pushing the button.
Oh yeah, we don't do that. No button push.
We
have
have
home.
But I think it's important to notate that when we put out charges for cremation, it also includes the administration costs and the paperwork that it entails. Like that.
So Ms. Jacqueline asked to explain the different types. So there you go.
We got you. We're doing it right now, Ms. Jacqueline.
That is the big piece because a lot of people come in and they're like, well, why hasn't my loved one been cremated yet? Well, you might want to call that doctor because they haven't signed the death certificate.
Gotta get the death certificate so we can get the burial transit.
It hasn't been viewed by the medical examiner. It's so many different pieces that go into cremation because that's a permanent.
It's a final
and
thing.
And families don't get mad when we have to have all 5 of the kids to sign a cremation authorization. Just because all of y'all agree doesn't mean that one sign necessarily.
I was just finna say that. Break that down to him, Tiff, please. I was just finna say that.
Well, because of the finality of cremation, everyone has to be on one accord. And in order to be on one accord, you need to have the next of kin signature. If it's no spouse and it's 5 kids, all 5 of those kids have to sign that cremation authorization so that be cremated. Because even if all 5 say yes and the oldest one signs, and then 2 years later the youngest one sustains some mental duress, they can make a decision to come back to the funeral home and say, I never agreed to this. I didn't agree to my mom being cremated, and I'm suing y'all.
Well, here majority rules. All of them majority rules. So if there's some that don't want it, majority rules. I just explained to a young lady, if in fact there's multiple children and there's a lot of dissension in the camp, it comes to a point where we have to put ballots in. What's your vote? And if the vote is even, then we have another legal next of kin to try to break the tie.
Yeah. So Barry D. Robinson got a question for you, Tiff. Is that law in Philly?
Not in Philly, it's Pennsylvania.
Or Pennsylvania?
Yeah. Now, Mike, can you explain the medical examiner's piece for Virginia?
Yes. So let me back up just a minute, make sure we answer Ms. Jacqueline Robinson's question. So she said, please explain the different types. So when I'm sitting down with a family and family wants to do cremation, I explain 3 different ways that we do it at Hamlar Curtis. So basically you can do a traditional funeral, which the body's present, the body's been embalmed, you have all of that, and then cremate. So some families don't even realize their loved one can be out for public viewing, have a celebration. The only difference is we just don't go to the cemetery, we go to the crematory. And we have our own crematory, so your loved one never leaves our care. That's way number one. Second way is you can do a cremation with a memorial service. So the difference between a funeral service and a memorial service is the body's not present at the memorial service. So again, you can do everything, the ashes may be, but the body itself will not be there for public view or anything like that.
And Black
and then
folks
the third way,
get memorial service mixed up with a funeral.
they do it all the time. And then the third way is, as Tiff mentioned earlier, the direct cremation, which is what we've kind of gone over a little bit, where you have the admin costs like Warren mentioned. You also have alternative containers. You have crematory fee. You have medical examiner's fee. You have removal fee. You have all these different itemized fees that are on there, especially in Virginia, which I can speak to because that's where I'm licensed. But the medical examiner, so basically that person, him or her, may have to come to the funeral home. That body may have to go to the medical examiner's office. But either way, they have to view that person's medical records. They have to view the body. If they don't do an autopsy, then they have to draw blood for a toxicology report sometimes. And that may be the holdup in your death certificate. And that certificate may have pending.
Now, let me ask you, is in the state of Virginia, is that for everybody? Does they all have to be reviewed by the ME's office?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
For cremation.
Okay, so Pennsylvania is a smidge different. Well, for Philadelphia County, in Philadelphia County, medical examiner's office does not even have to get involved. Only reason they would have to is if a death certificate is pending. Then they just
don't all of your people go to the coroner?
No.
Or was
So
it
you can pick, so Tiff, you can pick up from the hospital, go from the hospital to the crematory, and that's it.
Yes.
We can
do that.
Same in Texas.
If it's in the city of Philadelphia, I can go from hospital to cremation back. Now, if they died in a county like Delaware County, Montgomery County, the surrounding counties, then they don't even have to necessarily see the body. So say the body died at a hospital in Montgomery County, I can leave the body in Montgomery County, do the death certificate in EDRS, email it or fax it to the coroner's office for cremation. They send me a piece of paper back with a permit number. Then I go get the body picked up and go to the crematory.
We don't have to get the coroner or the medical examiners involved at all for cremation.
Yeah.
The only time they get involved is if the body is there. They were taking them from the house, or if the family is in question when they're at a hospital or something, and really strongly request a autopsy. But other than that, we don't need a medical examiner to sign off on anything. And Tiffanie, as far as her comments, Tiffanie is from Maryland as well. She's from Baltimore. So majority and she works for a firm that have their own retort.
So for us, it's no extra steps. Like, we can pick somebody up. I mean, because there was a time that we did not have refrigeration. I mean, they just within the last 10 years made it law that you had to have some sort of refrigeration. So our crematory had the only refrigeration in the area. So a lot of times, if the family knew they were going to have a direct cremation, we could pick that body up and take it directly to the crematory. And from there, they could sit until we got the proper paperwork together. And then most of the times, the medical examiner would come to the crematory once or twice a week and do a view on every single one of those bodies that's there.
Now, our county coroners charge a fee. Do y'all's charge a fee?
$100.
$100. It used to be $50, and then they were saying it was a hard time getting MEs to come out, medical examiners. So then they and we supported it. It was $100.
Yeah.
I know our association supported that because we want to get
$100 a body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
for those
remember
out here that are
being
cremating at really,
yeah.
really low
$100,
cost,
$100.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't,
very
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
and that's just
Well,
for the permit, but that's only in other counties. Philadelphia
yeah.
doesn't have that.
Well,
Yeah.
up here is not governed that the medical examiner's office has to get involved for us to do a cremation either. Once they if it's a house call and or possibly, like I say, a hospital situation, and of course a hospital situation, the doctors done already, finalized everything anyway, so they wouldn't get involved. But on a house call, once the ME releases that they don't want to take possession of that decedent, that's pretty much it. It's whatever we got going on between
Yeah.
us and the family at that point.
Yeah.
Now we do have to we still have to get of course the death certificate signed so we can try to get the burial transit before we and get the cremation permits. We got to still do that before we can cremate, but they don't have to come out and inspect the bodies or do autopsies. We don't have to do that.
Now here in Maryland, when
Yeah.
it comes to that piece of
Jackie's
paper,
question.
I see it. We cannot take the body to the crematory until the death certificate is registered. So when we file it electronically, it'll have in the electronic system SUB, meaning that SUBM, meaning that it's submitted. We cannot print any paperwork as far as the transit permit or a working copy off until it says REG, which is registered, and then the printout will have the what's her name, the registrar's name on the bottom as if it was received. So come to find out, I call myself trying to be quick, transparently, trying to be quick of getting the body out and doing the paperwork and sending them off. But then all of a sudden, Vital Records flagged the death certificate from the doctors. So since it wasn't registered at the bottom of the paperwork, we had to bring the body back. So they're not taking it before being registered.
So as you can see, my mother had a question, and
You got a question. You want to read it?
What do you do if the deceased is said to be divorced, but the wife doesn't want to be involved? So this is a situation that has been brought to us, where the gentleman passed, and his family came in, and his current girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
His current girlfriend. Now, from that conversation, I've been told a multitude of things. Is he still married? Are they estranged? Are they divorced? The finality came down to the fact that he was divorced. That's what we put on his death certificate. So his wife showed up, and she wants a death certificate. She brings a marriage certificate. So in this situation, I'm like, okay, well, we need to get these cremation documents redone. It's obvious that she doesn't want to be a part, but for the legality, for legality, and to protect us, I think it best to get the cremation documents redone.
Well, I think it's best folks need to understand this though. It's to the best of their knowledge. We as funeral homes and funeral directors do not have the liability or the burden to prove that somebody's married and not married. Okay, right. So if a family member comes in there and says that, that's the only thing we had to go by. I just wanted to put that out there, Charmaine.
And well, I've said it on a previous episode. I'm divorced, and my son wants to hold on to the marriage certificate for his own reasons. So I can be a smart ass and go up when my ex-husband died and go up and try to pause all of that and tell people, hey, we still married because I got the paperwork in my hand. The only way you can prove it in the state of Maryland is if you go in the state of Maryland dockets and see that somebody went through the courts. If somebody understands or think where they're another state, I don't know if other states have a docket that you can go in to see court records that a divorce has been filed, but you got to know the state. Other than that, there's no proof, and I can come in there with that marriage license all day long.
Has happened before.
We're taking somebody's word for it.
So
you're doing a lot of hand moving. You must really want us to see you. Like your nails are nice, Charmaine. Thank you.
In this situation, I don't think that she really wants to be involved. Like I don't think it's one of those situations. She's
so
like
she just need to sign a waiver and get somebody else
That's where I'm at. I'm like, if she's still married, that's fine.
Position.
If she married and she divorced, that's fine. She don't want no parts. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, if you're still married, do you want to sign these cremation documents? If you don't want to be involved, I need you to sign this waiver that you're giving the family the right to dispose.
Yeah,
Because
she
it's
has
not
right of disposition.
if it was a situation where he was being buried, you know, that'd be a difference. But with cremation, that's again, it's
cremation is
final.
final, and then also think about benefits. As we know, some people never get remarried because of benefits.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
So
the fact they have that on there could have
we've
a lot
had
to do with it.
situations where they were not certain whether or not the decedent still had a living spouse, or they knew that they were married at some point, but don't know if they ever divorced, if they died, or whatever. And there have been a couple
some of them you can put unknown, right?
Well, yeah, but I've had a couple of cases where I just didn't feel comfortable doing the cremation at all because everything was so up in the air, and it was a good thing.
So,
in one
what
situation,
did you do? Turn the body back over to the county? What did you do?
No, we had a direct burial.
Oh, okay.
We had a direct burial only because my conscience couldn't let it happen. So
real quick, y'all, before we start, our brother,
the form
okay, there you go. Our brother chimed in, y'all. There you go.
What's up, Wendal?
Yeah, Wendell's watching from the National Baptist Convention, man. We miss you, bro. But he said, good evening, everyone. Sorry I couldn't be on. Have a great time of sharing tonight. So we might have a video of him, not tonight, but of something later on. But I know Charmaine has a form up there.
You got a form.
It's called Waiver of Rights of Disposition. You can find this form on the NFDA site if you are a member, and they have a whole lot of disclaimers. And this is they'll sign, like that ex-wife can sign on the children or the new girlfriend of being in charge, and she's relinquishing all of her rights. Please, her stop playing with
Alexis Crenshaw. A direct burial is where you just pretty much do a straight burial. There's no kind of viewing. There's no kind of
no embalming.
No embalming. No anything.
Embalming is a big part. Yeah.
Yeah, no embalming is a big part. It's just pretty much a straight direct burial. And a lot of times it's more so on a legal thing, but then a lot of people, that's kind of their dying wish to just be direct buried. Yeah, they don't want any services. They don't want to be embalmed. They just want to just straight bury me. And that's a legal thing. Legally, you can do a direct burial. And so that's all it is. It's nothing really too.
Now you're still in the midst of it. You still have to purchase a casket. There's still preparation
and out of burial container,
of a body. You still,
depend on the cemetery.
You're not doing it just to save money. There's still things that the funeral home have to do. So your funeral home, Miss Alexis, will have an itemized price list. Some people, or they'll have a package where they'll charge you for administration. They'll charge you for picking up. They'll charge you for prepping. They'll also charge you for transportation of that body to the cemetery. You got to purchase a casket. Or if they're Muslim, they can be in wrapped.
So and Muslim is a whole different animal.
That's gonna be a different segment. So we're gonna get to that one.
Yeah.
And then also we got another question too.
Yeah, go ahead. Alexis's question. Yeah, you can bury a body without embalming. If you look at any funeral homes GPL, you'll be able to see on there where embalming is required and why, and it'll be told. But for direct burial, without any services, without any religious ceremony, a body can be picked up, placed into the casket, and directly taken to the cemetery. So as far as smell, unless you've got a whole situation, that generally is not an issue or a problem.
And it has to happen within 72 hours here in Maryland.
Because I want to be a tree.
So we got a question there from Mr. Soto. Is alkaline hydrolysis legal in your state? So I know this is a whole new thing on hydraulic.
We were just talking about that earlier.
We talked about it earlier. This is going to be a different segment in alternative ways of disposition. But just real quick around the horn, is it legal in your state? I know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know.
It's so new. I don't know.
Here. Yeah, I don't know if it's legal here versus if somebody might already have a machine already and got it rolling. I don't know. That's a good question.
I think that it has not even reached that level of legality yet because the machines are so new. They're so expensive. They're so expensive. They're so expensive.
That joker probably about $1 million by itself.
So a funeral
they're
home,
crazy. This was Byron from earlier talking about the divorce decree.
A funeral home here has the machine and offers the service. Honestly, when we have this new segment, he can explain that. Maybe we can have him on as a guest. He can explain that. I don't know what the legalities of it is, but he does. Is a guy here that has.
Have y'all seen the movie Superfly?
Said, what is it? Hydraulic, yeah, Superfly.
So basically,
she put her own son in there.
So basically, it's a think about a pressure cooker. You think about a pressure cooker
with water.
You're filling a pressure cooker with very, very, very alkaline. Acidic. No, it's not acidic. It's not acidic. It's alkaline water, and you're closing it off and you're pressurizing it, and that water is so far past neutral. We'll say it that way. That everything it literally is breaking down the body.
Right. It's neutralizing.
So basically, it liquefies the body. Yeah, it's environmental friendly. It liquefies the body, so it comes out like a smoothie, and it goes in a container.
Yeah.
Just
whatever skin color you are, that's what flavor in the color is gonna be.
Oh my God!
If I'm not mistaken, isn't there like a drying out period?
I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, when we get into that segment, because that's
all I know is what I saw on Superfly.
Look, man, it's a lot to it. I know in the Commonwealth of Virginia, I don't know if they've passed the legal stage yet, but I know they've asked for our opinion. They're still working on all the particulars, and it's a lot to it. It's a lot.
And I think what's holding that up is the disposition.
But Mr. Alexa said, "Whoa!" It's like, whoa.
I think what's holding it up is that disposition. Like, what do we do? What do we do with the smoothie? Like, what do we do with it? Is it something? Is it something that we can
bury it?
Well, is it something that can be released like blood and matter, like we do in morgue, the morgue. Is it something that will be able to be flushed out of the sewer system? So I do want to take a step back though, because when we do cremation of humans, we have to remove pacemakers and defibrillators and stuff like that.
And if you don't, it will jack up your machine in due time.
There was a guy in one of the Facebook groups that had an LVAD. He had an LVAD, and they didn't change the battery in time. So he died, and they cremated him with the unit still in his heart, and they took it out of the retort later on. But I had a question about like dogs and these microchips. So do the microchips burn up?
Well, I don't know. The 56 never made it to the crematory.
I can tell you, yes.
A microchip can burn. Yeah, microchips can burn.
Do they burn up?
They do. So basically, so we have a pet. So Hamlar Pet Funeral and Crematory, and from my understanding,
that's your second famous plug.
Well, I'm just telling you, we have pets.
Man, Charmaine, you can't beat them with them little shameless plugs.
But for what the vets have told me, those chips are so minute and small. I mean, when you get 1700 degrees, it's gonna burn. It's dark.
So let me clear this up for folks. Back to what Warren was saying about the pacemakers. Mm-hmm. There are parts that during a cremation process that do not burn. So if you have had hip replacements or arm or shoulder or whatever replacements that you have, those pieces do not break down. And they will come out of that retort whole as if they had just been put in.
So here's the interesting thing, too.
That will recycle those parts as well. So it's not like we're just throwing them away.
What you mean? What you mean, Ms. Wynn? With what BGL? The body or
the defibrillator? When her husband passed, but he was buried, so it's not an issue when he's buried. But when they go into the retort for cremation, they will explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, the heat gets to it and it blows up.
If you're a pacemaker, if you forget to take it out, because I used to do cremations, and there had been a couple of times where I saw it on the paperwork and forgot to take it out.
Bless your spirit.
Within 10, 15 minutes, you're like, oh, what was that? And then you realize it was the pacemaker popping.
Yeah, it's gonna burn your ass up. But no,
But how does it for an oven that's 1700 degrees? How does it mess up the retort?
So
because
from the inside.
Yeah, from the inside, it messes up the bricks. From when it
it's a
pops.
bigger explosion, and so the fire spreads.
Now the fire doesn't spread. It's just that the pieces from the thing, the pacemaker.
My brother said I get 3 per episode.
Bricks of the machine. Not about the fires, not about the flames. The flames are all in there.
No, the flames are in there, but you have to understand that when something like that explodes already within a fire, it makes the fire bigger.
So it's almost like a bullet. I mean, it shoots out and it can break up the bricks. Or if you have the old school bricks, or you can the mortar or whatever unit that you have now. Like the one we have now is one of the new ones.
That's gonna make the fire bigger.
No,
well, that's like obese people and chicken grease.
Yeah,
that was my next point.
That's real.
Was it you, Tiffany, that was talking about the barbecue?
Chicken grease.
So listen, that's a great point though.
Put up the disclaimer, please. Disclaimer.
So a lot of people want to know, like, what's the max limit to cremate somebody?
Disclaimer.
What's the what?
The max limit on weight to cremate somebody.
So comfortably
on the retort for humans and pets. We go humans and then pets.
Comfortably, I would say.
Disclaimers at the bottom. Views of this podcast only those of us.
450 comfortably in a cold machine. Anything beyond that, you're taking a lot of risks because they may or may not fit into the machine, and you have to do a lot of work to get them in the machine.
I thought it was 700.
My machine is 800 pounds. I can do up to 800.
Wow, so you got a wide. Yours is wide.
So my colleague here has a big machine, and I had a real big guy during COVID where we had to have his funeral somewhere else because of the size of the casket. And we had to get a wood casket because they were going to cremate him anyway. So besides the casket and him, my colleague, we had to drop the body off in the morning when they first started the machine.
Yeah,
and
you want to do somebody over 300 first thing in the morning.
First
I was told.
Now the retort that I use or the crematory that I use, they charge a certain amount from 300 to 450 or something like that.
Ours does too.
Like every 100 pound
gas.
After that, they charge more.
Yeah.
So,
but we as funeral professionals can't charge more per weight because that's discrimination.
Right, but the crematories can.
But the crematories can.
Yeah.
Unless you put on your GPL.
You can put it as additional.
You put on your GPL.
Additional help. You can put it as additional help for preparation of the other preparation of body. Additional help, and you better put poundage on there. But somebody 250, the average person is 250 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, the crematory that we use, he has the machine that you can put a body up to 1,000.
So he has 1,000 pounds.
I didn't have a big machine like that.
I wish I could find a picture. There was a lady on TikTok that she owned a crematory, and she took a shoulder blade.
About an hour.
She took a shoulder blade and customized it into a writing pen. She took the shoulder blade and had it sawed down and had a pen inserted into it.
No, thank you.
Oh wow!
I mean, it's thorough.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Siobhan, pinning on the body mass, maybe in like an hour.
What's up, Demetrius?
And it also depends on what number.
So how long
it is for the day?
So Siobhan Dudley said, "How long does the time for a cremation to be completed?" As it was stated, it could be an hour. It could be so. Basically, the process from you have to warm the machine up to finish the cool down. I would say 3 hours.
That's just that piece, but then it's still a process.
And then it has to cool. Usually a 24-hour cooling period.
Then you got to go in the grinder.
Process it.
Yeah.
So you're in the processor. After the processor, then that's when you fill it into the urn or alternative container.
So then we kind of got ahead of ourselves because we need to kind of explain the process. Because when that body goes in, it goes through 3 times, right? 3 times.
In the processor?
3 times through the retort.
What do you mean?
3 times.
Doesn't it go in 1600 degrees? You check it 3 times? I was always told that it's 3 times in the machine.
So
you talking about turning and moving the body?
Right.
Okay. So
yeah.
You can't. You're supposed to do that. However, if you're in a if you're busy, if you leave it at the 16, it's going to go up to 18, sometimes 19 or 20. And then if you don't turn it, sometimes it just takes it a little longer. But if you turn, then it shortens the time. There were days that I never turned.
Like y'all roasting.
I just didn't have time to turn.
Yeah, basically.
Y'all roasting, like y'all turning. Roasting.
Yeah, literally.
I was told 3 times. You gotta go.
But you don't have
pull
to.
them out,
I mean, you don't.
And you gotta turn them, and you pull out. And then when the bones come out, you remove whatever joints, artificial stuff, and then it goes in the grinder.
And go in the grinder.
That's a 3-time process.
Yeah, you got to
turn it. My whole staff is certified, right? So basically, the way they teach you from U.S. Cremation, where we had it, is with the first hour, you maneuver the body, like you said, you're moving it just like you're cooking. I hate to do that, but like you're cooking on the grill, you're cooking meat. We're all flesh. So you got to move it around. So the first hour you move, and then after that, every 30 minutes, you're supposed to keep rotating and moving. You got 4 minutes.
Turn sounds a little.
You maneuver the body.
You got to rotate.
Yeah, it's not a rotisserie.
So go to the comment about why we have to do it in cold.
Where is it? Oh, yes. All right. So Brother Wood said, why do the heavyweights have to be done in a cold oven?
Man, you already know that answer.
You got to turn the heat up.
You try putting a bigger person in a hot oven, and you tell me what's going to happen.
Sweet barbecue.
Heat some grease up and put an ice cube in it. That's the effect.
And unfortunately, I can only say this because my simpleton self decided that I had one cremation left for the day. And I said, I'm getting her in here. She was
with a large fork.
And I put her in there when the machine was hot. And that was the worst thing I could have done.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson that day, and I never did it.
About to burn the building down.
Yeah, typically you want to do no more than 2 a day.
But it's crazy. It's crazy because I can tell when a person's remains have been processed very fast.
Yes.
Compared to somebody who has had their time taken. Like if they're rushing me ashes back,
dark.
I can tell oh my God, they're not only dark, but you have bigger bone fragments. It's not as
a lot of times they're dark because they didn't let them cool long enough. If you let them cool
a combination.
Long enough,
you didn't grind them jokers down good enough.
Oh, and explain. I was talking to someone recently. They did not understand that what you get back as ashes is bone. Mm-hmm. Many people don't understand that. They really believe that what they get back is still flesh or skin or other parts.
All that's burned off.
Bone. All of that burns away. Bone is all that's left.
So if somebody big boned like me, they're gonna get a lot of bag. I'm big boned.
They're gonna get.
Watch your back. You're gonna pick it up.
Girl, you gonna be that KFC in the retort, girl.
Oh my God! Good evening, her.
KFC.
But I've had to explain to people. I'm like, because they just like, I don't want to get no ashes on me or my hands and stuff like that. I'm like, that's about as sterile. That's about as sterile as it gets, hon.
Yeah, it's been through the fire.
Yeah. It's about as sterile as it gets.
It's been purified.
What's up, Brother Herbert? Brother Herbert, my boy.
Yes,
it's purified. Look, we got about 60 seconds left.
You said it took more than 2 weeks to receive them. That's the last thing I don't know how many they had.
The last thing I wanted to make sure that was out here for the public was, how do people ship cremains? There's only one legal way in the United States of America to ship cremains, and that's through the United States Postal Service.
The USPS.
USPS. There was that lady just sent her son's ashes through UPS, and they lost them.
They're not supposed to take them, so that's the only legal way.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't even know how. That means
if FedEx or UPS take them, they're liable. They're in trouble.
Either she worked at UPS or somebody she know worked there, because they was never even supposed to accept them from the get-go.
At all.
No.
At all.
At the end of the day, it wasn't a funeral home who did it. It was the family who did it. So Not to say that's what she get, but stop being cheap.
And
Hey, look, we're about to come back to this.
Helen
This
is
was
correct.
good.
He about to cut us off. He about to
Yeah,
cut
we
us
about to cut.
off.
About,
He about to cut
Man,
us off.
we got everybody coming
Ashes
in. We
versus-
can't go
Bye.
over a little
See y'all
bit.
later. Bye.
Wait,
our time is up. We
One
should have started a
comment,
little earlier.
ashes versus cremated remains. Yes, it is cremated remains.
Yeah,
However,
Warren just saying it wrong.
commonality is that people call them ashes. They understand ashes over cremated remains. That's
Well,
my final say.
As they always say, ashes to ashes and dust
Dust
to
to
dust.
dust.
Right.
Peace.